I didn't want to reveal any names or anything like that. I didn't want to put anybody into any jeopardy with their livelihood, because this person is from Chicago. They live currently in Chicago. So I didn't want to give up any identifications or anything like that. So I'm gonna read this to you, and I want y'all to just let me know what y'all think. Not about what this person is saying, as far as it being truth to what they're saying, not that. Just what this person is saying. The content of what this person is saying. The context. Like, what do you feel about? Because a lot of this stuff we already know, but a lot of this stuff we don't. Like, we haven't really paid any attention to. We have, but we haven't. Like, we didn't really put a full emphasis on it. Okay? So this person says one thing that a lot of folks never pointed out is that out here in Chicago, and especially outside of Chicago, in hotels, you will never see that much traffic at that time of night. And that's something to think about. At that time of night, you will never see that much traffic. Meaning, the night that happened to KJ, managers and security was walking around doing super busy work at freaking 2, 3, 4 in the morning. And they're correct. Like, who does that 2, 3, 4 in the morning? How are y'all that busy 2, 3, 4 in the morning? Now I understand these kids and, you know, in and out the room and stuff like that, but dude, the security guard himself, he was like, he had 3 different positions. You understand? How can you be on post if you running pillows and shit? How can you be on post, bro? You feel what I'm saying? So again, this is stuff that we already figured, but at the same time we never really put full emphasis on, you know, as far as like the time frame and the traffic. Like, why are they so busy that time of morning, or whatever the case may be? You know what I'm saying? So they're going to say that's not normal at all in hotels out here. Even if someone is having a party, the most you'll see are people going to the rooms and staff in the lobby. Let me turn down my earphones. Okay, so it goes on to say, you never see security or management moving garbage, transporting shit around, and doing all that walking through the halls. All of that is extra suspicious. Okay, when the videos first started surfacing, first thing I said was, why the hell are they so busy that late at night? Also, that hotel is not a normal location to have a party at. Now watch this, y'all. Watch this shit. Young Chicago folks do not, they put an emphasis on not. Young Chicago folks do not travel to Rosemont. Basically, regular hood folks don't travel to Rosemont. You know what I'm saying? Regular hood niggas do not travel to Rosemont. That's basically what they telling me. So they saying, nah, niggas don't travel to Rosemont like that. Not just at the spirit of the moment like that to throw parties and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not normal. It's basically what they saying. I don't care what anyone says, that is not a normal place to go. Now, what I didn't ask them is, why is that not a normal? Like, what do you mean by not normal? You know what I mean? But so it goes, let me see. So for them to go all the way there for a party is abnormal. Usually folks have motel parties in the city or go further south, but not the Rosemont. Not the Rosemont at all. So they had to have had a deal with the management. Maybe that hotel supplied the johns for the girls to prostitute with, and hotel gets a percentage, I don't know. Or that's where they usually go to get rid of someone. Or that's where they usually go to get rid of someone. And this from a person that lives in Chicago. Like, this person lives in Chicago. This ain't no bullshit. This ain't no maybe, maybe not. No, this person lives there. Let me see. I'm sure you already know this, but there were 2 parties. Now, this investigation, whatever they researched upon, alright, and they're saying that there were 2 parties at Rosemont that they all went to. One on the 6th and 9th. So some lies are from 2 different nights, and we've indicated that some of these lies did look like they was from separate nights. But anyway, some lives are from 2 different nights being disguised as the 9th. Also, more than one person was killed there, and then 2 more of the girls, KJ's friends, were killed right after KJ did. Down here you can see that they meant KJ, not NO. So 2 more of the girls, KJ's friends, were killed right after KJ did. One was shot to death and another was murdered in a car accident by the tranny, which I believe was on purpose. Alright. It was a girl that died. It was in the news here, and I was asking them questions and not necessarily really asking them questions in depth, but I was sort of like, we were just conversing basically. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't like an interview type thing. It was just, just a spare of the moment conversation that happened. You see what I'm saying? And so it was a girl that died. It was in the news here, okay? And a lot of things that we haven't done, and I'm going to start doing, is to check every piece of news that Chicago had since, I'm gonna say, the beginning of September. Not just the 9th, but the very beginning of September. Maybe September 1st, 2nd, all that, all the way up until now. At least all the way up until November. At least I'll say all the way up until November of last year. I'll see if I can find it. See, I can't remember her name. I'll see if I can find it. I was doing my own investigation last year, but led me to it all being lies. So I stopped. It says I'll find it though. As far as the tranny, I don't know about him supposing to die also, because I said I think the tranny was supposed to die too, because I think the tranny was actually running from somebody, and they may have caused the car to flip over, or they could have ramped the car and caused the car to flip over or some kind of way, and she just happened to be the only one that died. I think both of them were supposed to die, but this person, they think that the tranny actually had something to do with killing the girl. I don't know. I don't know about him supposed to die. Also, from the way the wreck went, it seemed as if he was the culprit in the situation, but you never know. Also, there's a woman who disappeared and was found dead here a little before KJ, and she looked identical to KJ's casket body. Now, they said they had to find that article also, but I did find something that someone was matching up. This girl right here. And I do mean, when I say similarities, god damn it, those are similarities. The thing is though, I don't know who this girl is. If any of y'all have seen this picture before and know the name to this girl, please let me know. I don't know who this girl is. So I don't know if this girl is dead. I don't know when she was found. I don't know her story. Understand what I'm saying? But this is a very, very heavy similarities to that casket picture right there. Because I said that didn't look like KJ in the casket, but it looked like Teresa. You see what I'm saying? It looks like Teresa. It really does. It looks like Teresa laying down in that casket. But we know that's not Teresa. But then when you look at this girl right here, let me see, and she looked identical to KJ's casket body. That woman was older though. I'll find names and send them. And there was a news story of dead bodies and body parts being found, and we heard about these stories already. In abandoned buildings out here, and some CPD officers were arrested. Now that part I didn't know. I kind of looked that up a little bit. I couldn't really find it, and I got distracted doing some other stuff. There's always a lot of stuff going on around me, so I said I was gonna get back to that and find those officers that was arrested. They don't really like to talk about their own when it comes to the police department. They don't like to talk about their own as much, and they try to silence the media from telling these situations that goes on in the department. So you know what I mean, that's how it go. So yeah, they have a code of silence themselves. Even though they hate when niggas do it in the hood, they also have a code of silence. You see what I'm saying? It's just that way, You're dealing with groups and dealing with posses and stuff like that. You have that code of silence. That's just way. And some code of silence is good. It's good to have a code of silence. But then in other situations, it's not. It's just, people just have to stick to morals versus always dealing with I don't want to say loyalty, but because a lot of that stuff don't be loyalty. A lot of that stuff be beneficial. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times people hold code of silence just because it benefits them. But when it no longer benefits them to stay silent, they go to talking. And that's sort of what the hell I was waiting on in this KJ situation. You see what I'm saying? In this Kenneka situation, I was waiting on somebody to start feeling like, okay, this shit is not benefiting me no more. Let me go ahead and spill the beans. Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Now this Azaria thing that's going on. I don't know. It's crazy, man. she was talking a lot about gang stalking, that she was a part of some program or whatever, and she was talking a lot about gang stalking. Said KJ was Kenneka was gang stalked or whatever. But my thing is, if that is true, are you saying that the community is at fault for killing Kenneka? Are you saying that there's no specific killer, that this was a group effort to kill this one person, or these 2 or 3 people? You see what I mean? Because that's how gang stalking works. Gang stalking works in groups, and they're not necessarily a gang, like a prominent gang, like some Crips and Bloods type shit. It's not like that. Gang stalking is like people that's in your community that got a tip on you from some source that they don't even know about. It's just some source then just gave a tip on you and was like, check that person out right there. That person, you gotta watch him. You know what I'm saying? And it's more like that. And then before you know it, that same message about you have been carried throughout the whole community, and now everybody is, scoped in on you. And that's sort of like how that looked when watching the Scoop Gang video, when she was walking around and stuff like that. But then, as you see the comments that was on that dude's live, if you seen the comments, they was like, who is that girl? You know what I'm saying? Oh, that girl, ain't she from such and such spot, whatever.